is that because I'm working in a very social science, and even though it's like a soft science and it's not as, I will admit that I'm finding it challenging to incorporate my spirituality or my spiritual, um, my spiritual, I don't know what you call it, but into my research directly in. It informs the questions I ask, I think, and it informs my vision of like how I think, how I think we should interpret sustainability and biodiversity and all these different things, and how we should do city planning that incorporates, a perspective that makes room for humans and also the more than human world. But at the same time, like how that's expressed in my writings and other ways, I wish that there was a way, and because I miss Yale Divinity School, is that we would open class with a lot of times like a time for a reflection or a time for prayer, or that it was like really incorporated into the way that um, research and studies were done. So I really miss that. And I'm trying to think of ways that I can incorporate in more into my research and into my schoolwork and into my writing. I wish that there was a way to make it ethical, that it make it evident. I am considering including a chapter in my dissertation that will just be an ethical coda, like an ethical writing on some ideas of like why does city planning so often like leave out consideration of the more than human world, and like and what has been the consequence of that, and like and where can we point to see like where are different communities and like different architects and different cities that are considering the more than human world, and where can we find good examples of that. And so I'm trying to find a way to express those larger visions or larger like spiritual commitments. So I feel like I need to have a chapter like that at least so that I can write about it.